Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. Thanks so much for taking the time. Huge congratulations on the show. I mean, it's such a wild, visceral ride through a part of Mexican life, Mexico City life that I think very few people know much about. How familiar with you with this idea of the pirate ambulances and this kind of network and the kind of work that this family do? And how much did you have to discover about it in order to play your characters?
I think I didn't know anything till I watched the documentary, and I was like blown away by the fact, like the first fact they shoot you in the face with. So that was very impressive for me. And also, of course, when we started shooting, like we had to get into the ambulance and understand how does that feel, and of course, like get into the core of this family and why they do what they do.
A little bit about it because my uncle, like years before, worked as a paramedic, but never did the research, never really get into it. And it was really fun and interesting to do the research and realize all the codes, all the secret parts of like Mexico City. And I consider myself a Mexico City boy, but there was all this background that you never actually see, these like faceless heroes in a way. So yeah, I think we all learned a lot during the show.
And I guess what's also quite challenging about playing these characters is they're all living sort of parallel lives, double lives. And there's this kind of inner conflict of wanting to sort of, be there with their family and go through all these life and death situations together. But they also have their own personal hopes and dreams. For you, Renata, playing Mary Gabby, she wants, a balance being a medical student with what she's doing. And then also for Marcus, wanting to become a rapper. So how did you kind of rationalize those two parts in each of your characters and also have this bond together as siblings and as a family?
I think we all, as adults, like sometimes you have to do that. Like you're carrying all these things and responsibilities and things to do and blah, blah, blah. But you also have dreams and things you want to do, and you just want to have fun. You just want to go to a party, or you just want to go on a date, Like I think that we all know that struggle, but with these characters, of course, it gets harder because they have a family to carry, and they have to eat, and they have a little brother and a dad. And so they're kind of alone but together, and I think that that's what helped them go through life, like the family and the bond they have.
And there was like this particular space, right? The moment when we are in the ambulance where we know everyone's role. Like Renata is the brain, I might be the muscle, Joaquin is the experience, right? But outside the ambulance, there's like a secret life of every single character. I mean, I'm about to be a father. Renata has like more than one date, actually. She's dating a couple of doctors.
Yes.
That's what I hope, or where I hope the people connect, like with the family, with the struggle, with the drama. Because it's fun to watch all the action. And of course, the ambulance and Mexico City is the perfect background for it. But the core and the soul of the series is every single tragedy that is happening inside that ambulance.
And in the making of it, I mean, it looks like it was so intense, a lot of fun, but really intense, both emotionally and the physical aspects of it, of, having to act out all these medical emergencies. Did you have a scene that you found particularly challenging? And I guess you did create an amazing bond on set, having to go through all that.
I remember one that I was like, this kid has like the superpower, like Renata's performance. When he dies, remember this your first dead one, and it's like the two siblings moment, no? Like he hugs his sister and saying like, I admire you. You are the best doctor in this city. If you couldn't help him, no one could, right? And she's crying. That was like a moment, at least for Diego, no, not for Marcos, but that was one of my favorite moments in the shooting, holding Renata.
I agree. I mean, we had some hard scenes, like body-wise, like there were some scenes in where we have to like carry people. Joaquin specifically. Yeah, so that was hard, but yeah, I agree. I think that day was very important, and it was my birthday. Do you remember?
And it was your birthday.
Yeah, so it was a very important day, and we were tired, but I just looked at him and I was like you got me and I got you. Like we were together, and that was very special for me too.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that with me, and I can't wait for everyone else to see Midnight Family. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.